is what are your expectations for LeBron in free agency? What is he going to have the option to do once he decides if he's going to go back to Cleveland or enter the market once again?
Well, his options are overall just he could either stay with the Cavs and end up getting just a ridiculous amount of money overall. He could end up getting $207 million as the Supermax given to him. We saw it given to the Warriors with Steph Curry, and now the Cavs could give it to LeBron. He has a player option worth $35 million coming up at the end of the season, widely expected to decline it. But I will say this, Tom. With the fights with Tyronn Lue that he had this week, with the roster reshuffling of the Cavs, we have fresh probabilities. So we reshaped the entire list. It is all completely out of order, and we're starting at number 4. The 76ers have dropped from 3 to 4 because I've been convinced about the Rockets, but we'll get to the Rockets. I think his interest in the 76ers has waned a lot because I think that he just deems them that they're not ready. And I also think that he's smart when it comes to the basketball sense. And LeBron James agrees with me that it makes no sense from a basketball perspective. How does the team work? Ben Simmons has shot 1 3 since high school. Joel Embiid shoots 20% from three-point range. What, is LeBron just going to become a jump shooter? No, not going to happen. There's no lanes. It's not going to happen. 15% chance.
I think from a basketball perspective, you're very right because in reality, Ben Simmons is just a worse version of LeBron. And I mean that in all facets of the game.
Yep.
Because he's not a shooter, he's a driver, he's a passer. LeBron, not a great shooter either. Ben Simmons is even way worse. So
I would say
they fill that same role too much.
Do you know who'd be the perfect 3 for the 76ers?
Based on this current roster?
It's Kevin Durant.
Well, I mean,
drive and kick.
Kevin Durant fits with every NBA team.
That's not true. That's not true. He does not fit with every single team.
What team does Kevin Durant not fit
off the top of my
with?
head, the Detroit Pistons.
They
don't have enough people to give them the ball for. But
they would find a way to make it work.
With the 76ers, it's just not going to work from a basketball percent for LeBron James. I think they're going to move on to better things. I think Paul George would be a great fit for the 76ers.
That would be
I like that a lot.
Sixers check in at number 4. Let's get then to number 3 on our list. It is the Houston Rockets. What do you think of this one?
I am getting closer and closer to believing this because friend of the program, Daryl Morey, friend of the company, I should say, Daryl Morey, I think that this is a big-time move that he wants to do. They already have maybe the best roster in the entire NBA. I understand that overall the team will probably have to trade away their entire bench. They'll have to get rid of Clint Capella. They'll have to get rid of Eric Gordon. But James Harden, Chris Paul, LeBron James, all healthy on the court at the same time, gives you 3 of the top 15 players in the NBA. And if they win the title this year, and LeBron sees that he can beat the Warriors with the Rockets, I think he's going. I'm giving this one a 20% chance. I believe it.
I just don't know how you fit LeBron, CP3, and Harden.
You want to know how you do it? The answer is Daryl Morey. Because Daryl Morey can do anything. Daryl Morey somehow figured out how to get Chris Paul onto this team. If he can figure out how to get Chris Paul onto this team, he can figure out LeBron James. It's going to happen. They're going to try.
All right.
They're going to try.
All right, Houston Rockets check in at number 3 with Harris's 20% probability. The team that was number 1 the last time we did this is now number 2.
Yes.
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
25%. Because you can't start getting into fights with your coach again. This is like the 4th Cavs coach that LeBron has had problems with. I think he's done. I think he's done with the Cavs. I think he sees that as of right now, they can't beat the Warriors, and I don't even think they could beat the Rockets right now in a final series. I think they'd maybe get swept by both of them. I know that they came back and were impressive. LeBron was amazing, 35-17 with no turnovers against the Raptors. I get it, but they also give up 80 points in the first half. Imagine what the Warriors or the Rockets are going to do to this team. I think he wants to get away. I think he's done. I think his time in Cleveland is officially over. 25%.
Now, we know that I think LeBron likes to have that legacy talk. I think LeBron in particular would like to be loved, understandably so. If he leaves Cleveland again, though, like can he actually do that?
Yes, and only if he goes to one team. Because the fan base of that team is so overridingly powerful inside of the NBA that it'll just take over.
Well, I'm talking about it from a Cleveland perspective. Like it was the homecoming, which, by the way, I predicted that he was going to come back to Cleveland right after he did it. But it was the homecoming. The first one was a betrayal. Now this one is like the ultimate backstab. I returned, I won you a title, and then I left again.
He won them the title. He doesn't owe them anything anymore. What does LeBron James owe Cleveland?
That's a fair question.
Nothing.
He doesn't owe them anything.
They owe him a lot.
They do owe him a lot. But there's still the relationship between the fans and LeBron, who did in reality welcome him back. Yes, he got them the championship. Could he actually just say, you know what, I'm out again.
What if he does What if he does a sign-in trade with another team and is able to get them pieces back that still allows him to be competitive in the East?
Okay, what's like?
People are talking.
Okay, the sign-in trade didn't work with the Heat either. The sign-in trade is done because you're going to lose somebody no matter what.
Yes.
Like that's why it's done.
And
you just want to get more money for your player.
I personally think it comes down to he wants titles. He knows that he already got one for Cleveland, and I think he wants to go to the Western Conference. I think he's tired of just getting all these cupcake matchups every single year. Do you know he hasn't lost? You know he hasn't. No, the first round. You know he hasn't lost the first round game in 7 years.
How is that a bad? Like how is that a negative?
Because he wants to be challenged. He's
challenged every year in the finals.
He's the most competitive basketball player in the world.
Yeah.
You think that he's going to want to sit in the Eastern Conference Cupcake League? As of right now,
yes, I
do.
No.
As of right now, one of the major hindrances against his career has been that he's been in the Eastern Conference his whole career. People hold that against him. Adamantly hold that against him.
If he wins finals, that's all that he cares about. He doesn't care how he gets to the finals.
I think he wants to go to the West and prove to everyone that doesn't matter what conference he is, that he dominates wherever he goes.
All right, well, I think the commenters know who's up next. At number one, it is the Los Angeles Lakers, the long-rumored destination for LeBron James.
It's happening.
Harris, it is now your number one
40% chance. Look, if you look at what's going on this year with LeBron, he's become much more self-indulgent, a lot more about me and my records and my legacy and like all this stuff on social media, my Instagram posts and all this stuff. It's been very much all about me, me, me. And when you see players like this with me, 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 it ends up being like they're about to make a really big decision for themselves that has nothing to do with their current team. I think LeBron is about to make a blockbuster move to go to the Lakers. I mean, and also, again, he's fighting with Tyronn Lue. He apparently likes Lonzo Ball. Chatted up with him with the All-Star game. I think this is more of like, he's going to leave Cleveland. What's his top option? It's the Lakers. I think it's going to happen. I think he wants to prove that he can go to any conference at any time and dominate. And to be totally honest, him on the Lakers with the team that they've been able to create over the past couple of years, they have a lot of good shooters on the outside, Kuzma down low, Ingram on the outside. I think that this team would actually be really fun. And it actually works from a basketball perspective with the amount of shooters that they have on the outside. Plus, Brook Lopez is a perfect center for LeBron James. The only center that's more perfect is Joel Embiid. But Brook Lopez would be a fantastic center for LeBron. Just saying.
All right, folks, get your reactions in. A heart for the Cavs, a like for the Lakers, a laughing face for the Rockets, and a wow face for the 76ers. Call me crazy here, Harris. I'm not quite ready to say that LeBron is going to lead the Cavs yet.
I still think it's going to be the Lakers. I think I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I know he's not going to get rid of the Cavs. I know the legacy and this and that. But, Tom, sometimes it's just time. And when you're a 33-year-old man, you got to make a man's decision.
Okay. Okay.
And also, what if he puts all of his kids in the Chino Hills High School area, LeVar Ball?
Okay, no, I don't think LeBron wants to deal with LeVar. I actually think that's a negative for the Lakers in reality.
Fun.
All right, to recap here, Harris's top destinations for LeBron: the Sixers are number 4, the Rockets are number 3, the Cleveland Cavs are at number 2, and your new number 1 is the Los Angeles Lakers.
40%.
40% chance,
40%.
says Harris.